Okay, we're going to take a look at the current month daily sales trend chart, which you can see here. It's very similar to what you've seen like stock tickers, where you see the minute to minute or the change in a stock price over time. This one is daily change in sales for product models, or it could actually be daily changes in sales overall across the company. So with the optional parameter, as we've seen on some of the other reports, we can make this an auto-linked target so that you can drill down to this to find out the daily sales trend for any product model that you see on a report or a chart. This chart is actually found in the Retail Samples domain, under the Charts folder, and in the auto-linked folder under that. It's called Year-to-Date Daily Sales Trend. So here we are in InfoAssist Plus. We've selected the WF Retail Lite data source, and we're going to build our chart. So the first thing we want to do, of course, is change our format, and this format is going to be a line chart. For the line chart, we're going to measure the revenue that's actually generated for the product. So we'll drag that to our vertical axes here, and we take revenue from the Sales Measures folder. And the next thing we want to do is we want to see this over a period of time. And that, you may have noticed what we had there was a combination of the name and the day of that month. And the way that we did that was we went to the sales related category, and we actually took the month and dragged that onto the horizontal axis. So you can see it right here, month to month. And the next thing that we want to do is we want to actually have and show the actual name of that. So as an attribute under the month, which is actually a number, is the month name. See, it says attribute. So we'll take month name and we'll put that inside there, and you see it basically is the same. And what we'll do is we'll hide the top month so you don't see the number, you just see the title, but you're actually sorting by the number so that way it shows in the correct order. So we'll hide that one, and now we just see January through the end of the year. The final thing that we want to do is add the day to this axis as well. So we'll go here, we'll find the day, and we'll drag that up onto the same chart, and we'll see that breakdown. There was a day apparently that we were closed or something where we lost a lot there, but we only want to see it year to date for the current year. So to see this year to date for the current year, we go down under the day and we find the sale date and drag that onto the filter area for the report. And what we want to do is we want to change this from being an equal to actually being a from to. When we select from to, we can select to do. You see, when I select value to value, the from is actually the beginning of the year to today. And that will bring us from the beginning of the year to today for this particular report. Now you'll notice that the months actually go January, February, March to today, the current day. So this chart will change on a daily basis. That's one of the nice things of the from to beginning to today. So the next thing we'll do is we'll actually add a trend line to this report to understand that these ups and downs, what they overall equal. Is it trending up or trending down? So the trend line is something that you find on the series of the chart, and the series is a tab, and when you jump to the series tab, you'll see one of the options is trend lines, and we're going to select to do a linear trend line for this chart. So let's now go back to the Home tab to add a heading to this. And the heading of this chart is YTD for year to date. I'll put a dash there, daily sales trend. And what we'll do is we'll put on the next line for all. I like to do this. And it will be for all things. However, if I want it to be just for models, I'll put the ampersand model there so that it'll show the model that was selected if I'm drilling to this report instead of just running it directly from the front end. So if I'm drilling to it from a model, I will see it just for that model, and that model will appear in the heading of my chart. Let's center this and say OK. So the final two things that we have to do, of course, is actually to put the model in the filter of the report. So we'll go down here to the product category. We'll drag model into the filter area. And we'll say, if you remember from any of the other auto-link charts, that we need to change this to a parameter, and it's going to be optional, so that it'll run for everything, for all, or for all models of a particular type. And that's how you create an auto-link target report. So everything is set for except for the final piece, which is go to the Format tab and to select this to be an auto-link target. Now I can drill to this to find out the daily sales trend from any other report or chart that has a model represented in it.